Garah grain growers Bill and Anne Yates are using cereal and legume rotations to combat crown rot, maximise yields and build soil fertility. For Andrew, who has accounting qualifications, a key part of farming is aiming for the point where machinery investment meets efficiency and widening the planting window for winter crops.
We've bought a tractor this year with a new GPS at 2 centimetres, so we can do the in-row sowing for the crown rot. It's also easy to get staff, to get someone to drive a tractor with a GPS is probably, a lot easier than someone steering one themselves. So we've moved this year to a wider planter, 18 metres. So I guess you only have one driver or two drivers for your two shifts, and it's one thing to sort of keep an eye on, I guess. But I guess bigger gear since Dad started sort of progressed, but we have expanded our cropping as well. So, but at the end of the day, like you can't have ridiculous. Gear machinery expensive, so you have to balance up between the amount you're tying up in machinery and what benefits you're actually getting on your farm. Like in a way to get around that with ours, we've used barley. Faba beans are early, then your barley and your wheat. It's a way of spreading your planting window so you can sort of maximise the planter a bit, I guess. This winter, our cropping program is a mix of chickpeas, wheat and malting barley, and we're fallowing some through to summer for sorghum. Wheat, we've planted mostly Gregory this year because it was an early plant. We were chasing moisture, so we have sown some Livingston as well. It's a bit better for rust, and it's obviously a quick variety.
We've just sown deep down into the moisture, had no rain since the beginning of March, and now we're sort of 90% completed of sowing with virtually no sowing rain as such, and that's driven by better machinery and good conservation of moisture, and the few paddocks we haven't been able to sow are the ones that didn't have good stubble cover.
Realistically, it's going to be a tight margin, but I think if you can be in the top couple of percent or whatever the goal is, I think you'll go ahead.